Hello everyone, welcome to the Medica pitch session dedicated to French breakthroughs in health, sport and rehabilitation. I am Elizabeth Arnaud, project manager for the French Healthcare Association. French Healthcare is a public-private initiative that brings together under a common banner all the French healthcare actors in order to promote their activities, international expertise and innovations. Today, we are presenting 5 innovative companies from the French delegation that are participating to Medica. I'm calling TechyMed, Noraker, Medica, eBIODY, and KForce. Each company will have 5 to 6 minutes to introduce themselves, their technology and solution. Let's start now with TechyMed.
Hello, my name is Palos. I'm marketing project manager at TechyMed. Since 1990, our company has been designing, developing, registering, and manufacturing high-quality biomaterials and medical devices. TechyMed has been continuously evolving and is now offering 4 product lines: orthopaedics, trauma, spine, and sports medicine. Since today's topic concerns this last product line, I will begin to briefly introduce our sport range portfolio and then tell you more about the Euroscrew NG, which is one of our flagship products in this range. As you can see on this first slide, we're offering 3 lines of products in the sports surgery range: polymers like screws, pins, and anchors, then textiles like fixation loops and surgical threads, and all the instrumentation associated to the products I just mentioned. Now, I will focus on one of our flagship products, the Euroscrew NG. It comes in 2 materials. You can easily distinguish them visually. The PLA screw is transparent and the PLA TCP screw is white and opaque. Euroscrew is used in knee surgery for the reconstruction of anterior cruciate ligaments, ACL. The screw is implanted in the knee to hold in place a graft until bone healing is complete. You can see here on the picture where the screws are placed. The PLA Euroscrew NG only is also indicated for ankle ligament reconstruction as well. The screw is specifically designed for an easier and faster insertion. First, special internal configuration. The internal part stops before the tip of the screw to make sure that the screwdriver tip is not in contact with tissues. The screw is also self-taping. The threads have a sharp design to be able to carve into bone. This eliminates the need to perform taping, which means one less step in the surgery. A feature unique to TechyMed is the cannulated inner cone, which is triangular. This shape provides high resistance to torque during insertion and ensures the resistance of the screw. Finally, a unique feature is also the double thread. The screw is double threaded, and this also allows a more efficient screwing. Less turns are needed for screw insertion. The insertion is faster. TechyMed manufactures all the necessary instrumentation related to the Euroscrew NG. On the next slide, here you can see a comparison of commonly used materials for interference screws. All those materials have proven their performance, meaning they have an adapted mechanical resistance in the body. Polymer screws have the advantage of being radio transparent, metals are not, and they make post-operation assessment more difficult for the surgeon. Indeed, they cause artifacts in CT scans and limit the ability to examine the patient with MRI. This problem is not present with polymer as they are radio transparent. They cause no limitations. Another advantage is the absorbability of an implant. Metals, which are not absorbed, often cause problems when left too long inside the body, and so they have to be removed with a second surgery. This is especially problematic in our case because the screws are used to repair injury, which can happen at any age. The patients are likely to be young, so the metallic screws have a high chance of needing to be removed. PEEK is also not absorbable, and although it is highly stable inside the body, the screw will remain indefinitely. This means that if the patient suffers other injuries in the same body part, the screw will need to make another surgery more difficult. Both of those problems are solved with bioabsorbable screws. Finally, the extra advantage of the PLA TCP screw is its bioactivity. This is not present with metals, PEEK or PLA, which are biologically inert. If you would like to have more information about the Euroscurrency or our other medical devices, I invite you to visit our website, TechyMed.com, or send us an email to sales@techymed.com. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Aurélien. That was great. Let me now introduce you to our next company that will be Norika.
Thank you, Elizabeth, and thank you very much to Francesca and Business France to allow us to present our companies. First words about the company. Noraker was created in 2005, and it's the company has been created by some engineers from INSA, from Lyon. 15 years ago, later, sorry, we are around 30 people working on developing and manufacturing products around our core business, which is the bioactive glass. The bioactive glass is interesting in many different surgeries, like the dental reconstruction, or in other specialties like orthopaedic, spine, trauma, and the subject of today, sports med. A little timeline about the company. So as I mentioned, we started in 2005, and 3 main dates are to be recorded, like 2008, when we started to market our granules, our bone substitute granules. In 2015, we extended our portfolio with sport medicines for shoulder and knee. And in 2017, we started to market these products throughout the world. You can see on the next slide our presence throughout the world. We are present in the 5 continents, and only in 5 years. In terms of products for shoulder surgery, we are covering mainly 3 surgical indications, like the rotator cuff repair, the Bankart repair, the slap lesions. And to do so, surgeons can use either PEEK anchors, titanium anchors, and all suture anchors. And for second rows, knotless anchors. Obviously, for all these kind of products, anchors, we have different lengths, different sizes, and the dedicated instruments. Next, for the knee surgeries and ACL reconstruction mainly, we have adjustable on the buttons, fixed loop on the buttons, and suture ones. Obviously, all these products are CE certified, and our goals for the near future is to switch all of them from CE certification to MDR regulation, which will allow us to find new partners. We are also looking for 510K validation. And finally, we are developing new products, new composite products, interference screws, composite anchors, to complete our range. Next. Finally, thank you very much for your attention. And if you wish to have more information, please do not hesitate to contact us via the different options.
Thank you very much for this presentation, Mark. It was very interesting. I'm now going to leave the stage to Moussi, that will introduce us to MADUP. Your mic is off.
Yes, thank you. So should I press down or you will press? Here we go.
I will.
Perfect, thank you. So basically, thanks to everybody. My name is Moussi. I'm one of the co-founder of MADUP. So MADUP is the result of an idea of 3 ex-former professional footballers with the sports doctors. The idea was to create a device that's called to practice a therapy that's called blood flow restriction training. So we went through 2 years of research and development. Then we created a company in 2018. The company is a French company based in Angers, while we are warehouse in Angers and we manufacture ourselves the devices in Angers also. Then we started the commercialization of the devices in 2019, and we're proud to have won the Innovation Laureate 2021 in September in Medical Rehabilitation Fair in Paris, which is called Le Salon Rehabilitation. If you go to the next slide, why is blood fluorescence training and what is the benefit of it? So basically, blood fluorescence training is a therapy that we propose to the physiotherapist. So it's a method that helps with a personalized compression on the limb associated with a functional movement in light load to increase muscle strength and muscle hypertrophy. So technically what we're doing only with light load, we reproduce a high intensity training that we would have done with heavy load. And the benefit is that for a patient on the early post-operation phase or rehabilitation that struggle to be able to increase muscle strength, we will help him to be able to accelerate the process of rehabilitation because he will do all the exercise with light load. We will decrease the pain for the joints and tendon. And also the aim is to be able also to help our elderly people by maintaining the muscular autonomy. So this is the different application that the physiotherapist will be able to face with MADUP. So he will be able to sort out problem in pre-operation phase, in post-operation phase, in rehabilitation, performance, and also health sports and the elderly. So the aim of the company is also to fight against the sarcopenia, which is the natural muscle decrease, which is a problem for the cyber economic of tomorrow. It's that we're going to live longer, but we exercise less. So after years and years and time, we're losing our muscle autonomy. So it's a smart way to be able to maintain for the elderly the muscle autonomy by exercising only with light load. So the objective of MADUP for the Medica fair trade basically is to meet different distributors to partners of distribution to boost our business development. So far, we have introduced several countries in Europe, as you can see in the map. We also entered the US market, and so the other aim is also to meet some key leader of opinion to keep building more research paper on blood fluorescence training, and so also potentially meet some financial partner to structure the company and keep developing the company for the years to go. To contact us, I forgot to put the email, but you can contact us at contact@madup.com or come to our booth in the Medica Fair Trade. Thank you.
That was great. Thank you very much. I'm now going to introduce you to the company named eBIODY.
Hi, everyone. I'm Pierre Perea, the CEO of eBIODY. I'm here today to talk about our French innovation. So we are a French company with 30 years experience in bioimpedance technology. We all know that weight matters, but the weight do not give us the important information that we need. As you can see, there are 2 reasons. First one, let's take a rugby player. The BMI will be classified as overweight, even with a low fat mass, because of the amount of muscle. So that's the first reason. Second reason, what is important is a balance from what's inside your body, what you are made of, proteins, bones, water, intracellular levels. So what the innovation we provide, we all know what are the personal case. Well, the personal case measure only the lower part of the body, the legs, and they do not take into account the whole body. That's the first point. There are some professional case, but these cases are too huge and not portable. And then you can find also on the market some device with ECG electrode, but this have a consequent cost at the end of the year with consumable. We developed and patented the first portable connected and food BIA analyzer with professional grade, so it's class 2A. It's medical device for diagnostic purpose, used by GP as professionals, sport clinics with integrated also electrodes that we provide. Second slide, what's the interest of BIA in sport? Sport is a very large topic. We can cover today mainly athletes and high-level sport, and then we'll talk a little bit about everyday use in sport and health, or we call in Germany BGM. Our device is used by sport federation like the Mexican Football Federation, Moroccan Football Federation, by sport club, rugby sport club, and also some leagues and tennis or fitness gym federation. Why do they use bioimpedance? First point is to prevent injuries or trauma. With the measurement of intra and extracellular level, so intra-extracellular hydration, we can see there is high extracellular level, so it could be an edema, or low intracellular level with the risk of muscular spasm. So we all know that this situation can change the performance and change the game in few minutes. So the device can measure these parameters related to water. The second use is related to nutritional coaching. It's the most common use in bioimpedance. Medical nutritionists use it to measure and follow up the fat, muscle, and metabolism level. So that's how it's used in general. And the last use, it's relating sport performance. Bioimpedance can measure also some current biomarkers. It's a direct current measurement related to the cellular reactivity, and it's called the phase angle. You can see on the top right of the slide. Phase angle could reveal in some use an illness or chronic disease, but in our case with an athlete, it can be parameter to monitor fatigue or tiredness. You can see on the top right there are two phase angle, 8.4, and it's decreasing. Some of our clients in professional sport use it to develop score of tiredness with players, because this could bring a great value to see if there are small changes due to the fatigue of the player. So there is a large spectrum in high-level sport. There are also other use in sport, and I will conclude with this. It's related to health sport to measure the effectiveness of an exercise with a serious disease. So last month, it was in November, with the cooperation of the top French cancer research institute, Léon Bérard in Lyon. They published a study with our device measuring the positive effect of physical activity with people having women and breast cancer. So the device can bring you a lot of important information. And we have also two other studies in progress with patients doing dialysis and physical activity, another one with elderly people in geriatric use to see changes also in terms of mobility. All of this is done to measure the effort and also to motivate the patient to improve his condition. Thank you for your time. And if you want more information, you can visit our website, eBIODY.com, or meet us at Medica, and feel free to contact us. Our mail is info@ebiody.com. Thank you.
Thank you very much. That was very interesting. I'm now going to leave the stage to KForce.
Hello, everyone. I'm Mathanas, director of KForce. So at KForce, in rehabilitation, we are the best. And we are the best because it's not us that say this, but our customers, including the Mayo Clinic, the French and the French Rugby and Football League, but also 4,000 customers around the world. So let me talk to you about physical therapy. My experience is as a 10-year high-level sports athlete in rowing. I've seen that two things that I missed during all the therapy sessions, because the physical therapist was the guy with who I spent most of my time instead of my girlfriend, was firstly, objective data, which means measuring progress over time, and my motivation during the training. So I was all by myself in a physical therapy clinic, playing with elastics and with balls. So this is why at KForce we have created KForce. KForce is an app to which we are going to connect connected sensors to measure strength, balance, and motion. The app is focused on physical therapy, and we work with physical therapists, strength and conditioning coaches, and rehabilitation doctors. Our solution is the best in the market because it's a comprehensive one. It includes all the necessary functional assessments during physical therapy. It's intuitive, which means that in less than 3 minutes, we can have our first report. Numbers that you can trust because we are a medical device CE approved and FDA registered, and of course, patient friendly. We have seen that we increase patient motivation by 100%. And of course, a quick setup, which makes KForce the needed tool in physical therapy in all sessions. With KForce, the physical therapist can lead targeted training through objectives that come out of the population data, but also training that is targeted to the patient's results. The installation is very simple, which means that even this sensor, which is the link to measure pull strength, can be installed in 30 seconds, and then put in place a training which may last about 10 minutes, giving more autonomy to the patient. And at the end, give, of course, immediate personalized results that the therapist can share with his patient or with prescribers like the surgeon or the social security. Hence, KForce used today by 4,000 customers, 90% of those being physical therapists in 30 countries since 4 years that we're in the market, and where we increase workload efficiency of a physical therapist during assessment. And of course, we build patient engagement and motivation. We are in Medica because we are looking for commercial partners to accelerate our growth abroad. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, guys. Well, that's all for us for the moment. So if you're interested in sport health and rehabilitation, don't miss the French healthcare companies in Medica. Don't miss TechyMed, Norika, MedUp, eBIODY, and KForce that will be in Medica. So you really need to go and see them. In the meantime, keep up to date with the French healthcare information on the French Healthcare social media and on the French Healthcare Association social media. Thank you very much for following us. Thank you very much, dear speakers. I wish you a very successful Medica. Goodbye.